Hey T-Birds, welcome back to my channel. I am bringing you guys a simple no makeup look for all my girls and boys out there who just wants a little bit of a pick-me-up but don't want to do the whole shebang. Something more realistic that you guys can do every single day without having to put on too much, you know, but it's still an everyday look. So if you want to see how I achieve this simple look where it's my no makeup look, keep on watching. Hi guys, so let's jump right into it. So I have no makeup on whatsoever. All I have on is moisturizer, so you want to be sure to moisturize your skin before you apply anything. And as you can tell, I don't have the perfect skin. I do have little speckles, some scarring. My BB cream, Day Wear by Estee Lauder. It has SPF 35, so I don't need a primer with this because it has a primer already built in, which is convenient for our no makeup look. So you will start from the middle of your cheek, and then you want to go in circular motions and rub it in just like a lotion until you get the coverage you desire. So I'm not going to put too much of this because we are still going to set it with a powder since I am combo skin. I don't need too much. So you can already see it even out pretty sheerly my face because I have a lot of specks on my face. Freckles and whatnot, sunspots. So same with the other cheek. Start from the middle of the cheek. Circular motions, rub it in. It's best to use with a with your fingers actually because the warmth of your finger will help basically melt the product into your skin a lot easier blending than using a brush. Because brush, I mean, granted the fact that you have the most amazing brush, it will still sometimes take a while to blend in, and you'll still sometimes see streaks, especially for BB creams, because BB creams has SPF, and whenever any product has SPF, it changes the whole consistency of a product. Because SPF, if you know it by itself, you know it's like really thick and white usually. That's why. So I'm putting a little bit on my chin as well. So it's definitely harder to blend in SPF with a brush if you think about it that way. Because when you apply your sunscreen, you usually use your fingers to apply. So it's best to use fingers, trust me on that one. And some on the forehead. So this might look a little tiny bit light on me, but this is in the shade number 1 light, by the way. I used to be this shade, but I got a little darker in the summer. But you can say that the shade 2 is too dark for me, so I'm just gonna go a little lighter, and then my powder is gonna be a little bit darker to even out everything. I haven't done a talk through video in a long time. So a little bit under the eye. I don't want to put any on top of my lid just to be safe. But I did put some under my eye. So that is basically your BB cream. This one is the Laura Mercier. It is the mineral powder in natural beige. So I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. Pour some on the cap because the cap of it will help warm up the product and push the bristles into the product, so you get more even coverage that way. And take the brush. I'm using the Pro number 50 brush from Sephora collection. So I'm gonna basically start by like our middle of the cheek again, and we're gonna dab it in and bounce the brush. Because what you're doing is when you bounce the bristles, it's distributing whatever you packed onto the top of the bristles onto the cheek, versus if you start off just by swirling, it's going to get really messy, it's going to get everywhere, and you don't want that. Okay, once you have it all packed on, you can then swirl and blend everything you need to do into wherever it is you distribute. Just like so. So once I have that on, I just skip to a highlight powder. So instead of using highlighting concealer and all that stuff, I don't have time for that. I just want a simple no makeup look. I just use my e.l.f. tone correcting powder. If you guys have seen my previous videos, you know I love this thing. It's super nice, and it's only like $3 at Target. So I'm using an angled dome foot brush to apply this under my eye to make it a little bit more brightening. Once you have the desired amount you packed on there, you can stop applying it. So a little bit on the bridge of my nose for a little bit of a highlight, and on my chin, and some on my cupids. So that is your face makeup. On to eyebrows. I'm gonna use my Makeup Forever Aqua Brow today. This is a very long wear one. This is in shade 25. Angle brush. This one is my old OG like Laura Mercier angle brush from not Laura Mercier, sorry, Sonia Kashuk angle brush from Target. What I like to do is draw an imaginary line under the brow to highlight. So start about 3/4 way in, skip the beginning of your brow, and bring it over. I'm just following my natural shape. Now what I'm going to do is start from where that line is and going to flicker upwards to draw hair-like strokes. So once again, color upwards, still leaving the beginning part of it bare. Like so. The brows, like I mentioned, we'll just leave the beginning of it bare. The reason why is because you want to look very sparse in the beginning. That way it looks more natural. And what you're going to do right now is just take a clean mascara wand. I call it spoolie. And you're just going to basically comb through the beginning of your brow to blend in the product and your hair. So then it looks sparse, but yet it has a little bit of a color still. Voila. So brows are done. Now we're going to do our cheeks real fast. I am going to use my Pro number 73 brush. It's fluffy enough to be bronzer and your contour and your blush color. So I'm going to use my Anastasia contour kit. I recently I had this, but I never took it out and used it finally, so I decided to just finally use it. It's a new year. Might as well bust it open, right? So I'm going to take this color right here, this warmer orangey brown shade. Use that as my contour color. I'm dabbing it with the side of the brush and not the flat side. Now I'm going to go with a little bit on my temple area by the hairline and bringing it forward. I want it very natural, so I'm not going to put too much. And then we're going to basically buff that in with the flat side. So I'm using the corner side to apply the product and then the flat side to blend and buff it in. So you now have a little bit of a foreshadow. Same with that side. You could do a little bit on your nose if you want, very, very slightly. Some on the jawline, side temples. Once you have that little bit of a shade, you will go ahead and go with your blush of choice. So I want a little bit more corally. I chose Kat Von D's, and this one is in Bellissima, I think it says. Yeah, Bellissima. It's like a nice corally pink color. So I'm going to tap that with the flat side of my brush, file, run it through my cheeks to the contour. Same with the other side, cheeks to contour. So now you have more color back to your cheeks now, not one dimension, like so. And then for lips, honestly, I just put on a little bit of color. So I just grabbed my lip glaze. This one is in Blushing. It's like a nice pinky purple. And I'm gonna put very little of this because this one is really pigmented. Take my ring finger, dab a little bit from the back of my hand. Run it through. So it has a little bit of like a bite color. And don't use lip liner because the lip liner will make it look too clean cut and you want it to look very simple, classic, like no makeup look, where you just look more alive. Hey guys, so this will be basically the finished product where it's the no makeup look. I added on honestly a little bit more lipstick because I felt like my lips are a little pale, but you don't have to. I just clipped my hair back with a little clip, super simple. Pulled it down in front of the bangs so it looks more chill that way. Less effort looking, you would say. So I hope you guys enjoy and find this useful and handy. Honestly, all I wore, like you saw already, is a tinted, that's basically tinted moisturizer, but it's a BB cream, and some blush and a little bit of contour. You can skip the contour and just put blush if you're used to that, and some brows. And I don't put anything on my eyes, nothing at all. Like I don't want to put mascara, I don't want to put liner, none of that, because that still feels like makeup to me. So just a little bit of lips. You don't have to put the lips if you don't want to. You could just keep it with chapstick. Honestly, I usually put chapstick on a daily basis, and that's about it. So now you look more presentable. You can go outside and not look like a zombie, especially when you're sick like me. But I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching again, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate every one of you guys, and be sure to subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you later. Bye. I don't know what I'm doing.